historic factory at Franklin, Music City Roots is on the air! Tonight, our annual salute to Merle Fest, the great Pan-Americana Festival in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, dedicated to the memories of the late, great Doc and Merle Watson. On stage tonight, the father of newgrass music, one of the sweetest male voices in the bluegrass area, and a couple of groups reimagining and remixing what a string band can be. They'll all be rolling east to play Merle Fest after tonight. And our musical host is well-versed in the ways of Merle Fest. He's a veteran artist and a judge at their songwriting contest. In fact, tonight, let's just call him Merle Lauderdale. Actually, it's Jim Lauderdale.
Thank you,
Merle.
Thanks a lot. Welcome to this special night celebrating and preparing for Merle Fest. And hey, I've been kind of on a roll lately of doing brand new songs, and so this is my most recent. If you folks don't mind, that is, if I try out something new.
You may be pushing your luck. I don't know.
What's that?
You may be pushing your luck. I don't know.
No, that's not the title.
Oh.
No.
Well, that's a good title.
Thanks for the idea, but here we go. Hope springs eternal. It grows eternally. I hope that part of you rubs off on me. You're the example of how love should be. I hope that part of you rubs off on me. Your kind of kindness is what I want to know. Sweet inspiration is close enough to hold. So while you're right here, near enough to be, I hope that part of you rubs off on me. What I want to know. Sweet inspiration that's close enough to hold. Hope springs eternal. It rings eternally. I hope that part of you rubs off on me. I hope that part of you, the heart of you, rubs off on me. Hope springs eternal. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks. Hello, friends, and welcome to what promises to be a stellar Wednesday night show here at the Factory in Franklin, the factory where dreams are made here at Music City Roots.
Like an assembly line, baby.
That's right. And we're hiring. Well, it's a night of old friends and favorites, as Craig will tell you when he does the lineup here in a moment. But first, please say hello to that poised paragon of podium propriety, our radio announcer, Merle Bilbrey.
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
Jim, you are so creative.
Well,
and I hope that part of you rubs off on me. I really do.
Oh. Well, you know, they were just telling
That
me.
song's only as naughty as your own mind, you know.
That's right. I'm not thinking of it like that. But hey, I'm sorry it's actually not Merle, it's Keith.
Oh, it's okay.
Bilbrey, I'm told it's Keith.
That sounds good.
Bilbrey, my bad. I will never make that mistake again.
Yes, Merle.
And over here, stage right, getting those hard-hitting questions ready for our artist interviews is journalist and Americana talking head, Merle Havighurst.
That's it, I'm out. Hey, y'all. I have always wanted a name that sounded remotely country. I think I've got it. I think that's finally it. Merle Havighurst.
Say it fast, it sounds like Merle Haggard.
I'm just taking that one on, folks. Changing it legally right now. Great to have you all here in the Factory in Franklin. We do indeed have a fantastic lineup. I'll get to it in 2 seconds. I want to say welcome to, we got a great big group there up above us eating, and they're going to come down and join us. Cardinal Health, hello, y'all. How you doing? Make some noise. Good. Live on the radio. I get to say thanks to the folks that help. It's a partnership. This show can't get going without a lot of surprising people. People that it's obvious. Some of the help we get, some of it's not so obvious. Somebody comes and feeds the crew every week, and you know who that is? Soulshine Pizza. That's right. They're wonderful. Of course, you're familiar with them in Midtown Nashville. They got live music and great beer and great food, and they are recently opened up in Franklin, Tennessee, at Berry Farms, just down the road. So go and see them, get a hot pizza, and tell them that Music City Roots said hello and thank you and sent you over there. We want to say thanks to new friends helping us out with those wonderful programs that you have. We've been printing a program ever since we started Music City Roots more than 7 years ago. Commitment to you guys, commitment to our sponsors, and we just believe in it. And the folks who help us do that is Dex Imaging. They are helping us with the equipment, and they're expanding their presence here in Nashville. Learn more about them at deximaging.com. So, Blackstone Brewery, you know about them. Original craft brewer in Nashville, and they help us bring the lineup each week. So proud to say that back on our stage is the king of newgrass music from the pride of Bowling Green, Kentucky, one of the greatest musicians alive, Sam Bush, and the Sam Bush Band is here, y'all. And heroes to us all, right? Coming up a little later, we're going to be hearing from just a wonderful singer and a band that just never sounded better, well into their career and getting the attention they deserve at last. Chris Jones and the Night Drivers, y'all. That's some serious bluegrass music right there. And up second, a band that joined us at an MOT special event recently and just knocked it out of the park. We love hearing them on the air. The Stray Birds are in for a set coming up in the second set. Y'all can visit the Blackstone Tap Room at 2312 Clifton Avenue in North Nashville. If you haven't been there, it is a must for any craft beer aficionado like myself. So back to Jim Lauderdale for the opening act.
Well, folks, right now, we're bringing to the stage a band that's always reinventing and taking on new challenges, never content to stay in one flow too long. Born in the Bay Area, but now calling Nashville home, this quintet features great songwriting, stellar vocals, and intricate instrumental communication. Their new album is Other Love Songs, and we love them. Please welcome Front Country.
Downtown shut down 25 years ago. future time. Now it's a black crow living at the end of the line. Oh, lonesome town, ain't no honey left in lonesome town. And the milk is gone from that old cash cow down in a lonesome town. Billy Joe had to go and he turned 25. Nobody noticed, nobody cried. Grandmama and Pa gone and died years ago. It was the last outpost and living was slow. It didn't make a sound when he put it down. And the black crow flew to the very next town. Oh, lonesome town, ain't no honey left in lonesome town. And the milk is gone from that old cash cow down in a lonesome town. Oh, lonesome town, ain't no honey left in lonesome town. And the milk is gone from that old cash cow down in a lonesome town. Oh, lonesome town, ain't nobody left in lonesome town. Just a tumbleweed and a wind that howls down in a lonesome town. Oh, down in a lonesome town. Oh, thanks, folks. Well, we're going to play you a bunch of stuff off our new album, Other Love Songs, if you don't mind. This is the first track. This is called If Something Breaks. fix it on the road and fight about it on the way home. We run hot and we run cold. It ain't perfect, God knows, but if something breaks, we can fix it on the road. Oh, if something breaks, we can fix it on the road.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. That was an instrumental written by our mandolin player here, Adam Roskowitz. All right, we're going to continue with another one of the other love songs on our new record. Every time we touch, it feels like the first night. Every time we kiss, it feels like the last try. I've been writing you letters, trying to make it all alright. But every time we fight, it feels like a goodbye. Like if everything ceased to exist, we'd be left with the memory of this. And I'm not gonna let it go down like that. I don't wanna die angry, so kiss me, baby. I don't wanna die angry. I don't wanna live hungry. I wanna love somebody. I don't wanna die angry. There's a photograph that shows up in my mind. We're laying on the grass and it's such a good vibe. And I can remember that moment when we think we're doing alright, and burn it down to ashes every time we fight. And it hurts that I can't keep control of my words, and I can't unhear all that I heard. Come on, baby, don't let it go down like that. I don't wanna die angry, so kiss me, baby. I don't wanna die angry. I don't wanna live hungry. I wanna love somebody. I don't wanna die angry. And it's hard to say I'm sorry, 'cause I'm a hard-headed girl. We are who we are, but let me show you I still love you. Oh, yes I do. I don't wanna die angry, so kiss me, baby. I don't wanna die angry. I don't wanna live hungry. I wanna love somebody. I don't wanna die angry. I don't wanna die angry. I don't wanna die angry.
Looks like we got time for more than we even thought we did. So we're gonna let Jacob here sing one for you. Everybody, this is Jacob Grootman on the lead guitar and the faux bro.
Only when there's extra time do I get to sing one. So good to be back here at Music City Roots. Always a good time. This is an old song by David Olney. Well, I don't know how old it is, not that old. But it's a very dark and depressing song. Just to throw that out there, I first heard it from our bluegrass heroes out in California, Lori Lewis and Tom Rosen. And it's got all the things you want in a dark and depressing song, you know, greed and adultery and politics and murder. This is called Millionaire. Well, I started out with a $1 gold, a gamble with a man and I won me another. I bought me a gun and I robbed my brother. I'm bad, but I don't care, boys. Gonna be a millionaire. Hopped on a ship and I sailed the ways. I dealt in rum and I dealt in slaves. Sent my cap into a watery grave. He's gone, but I don't care, boys. Gonna be a millionaire. He's gone, but I don't care, boys. I'm gonna be a millionaire. How many of you wanna see me dead? How many of you wanna have my head? How many of you just live your life wishing you were me, boys, wishing you were me? brought her misery every day of her life. She slit her wrist with a silver knife, but they can't pin that on me, boys. My money belongs to me. And I found myself in a good position. I bought myself a cheap politician. I bought myself a little election. That's just how it went, boys. Now I own the president. Wishing you were me. Now when you pray, get on your knees and ask the Lord to forgive you, please. If you think of it, say one for me. I know where I'm bound, boys. That's just where I'm bound. Well, I started out with one gold dollar. Gambled with a man and I won me another. Bought me a gun and I robbed my brother. I'm bad, but I don't care, boys. Gonna be a billionaire. I'm bad, but I don't care, boys. Gonna be a billionaire.
I should introduce the rest of the band here. Back here on the bass, please give it up for Jeremy Darrow. And over here on the fiddle, we got George Jackson. It's so good to be back at Music City Roots. It's been about 3 years since we were here, so we want to thank Music City Roots for having us back. And we want to thank WMOT Radio for playing our new album, Other Love Songs. It means a lot to us. Thanks.
Standing up here, singing her butt up as usual, everybody. Make her feel welcome, Nashville. This is Melody Walker.
The last time we played here, we were hailing from San Francisco still. That's where this band started. But most of us have just moved to Nashville, Tennessee within the last few months. So this is a hometown show for us, guys. Thanks for coming out. Here's one by the Carter family.
The love just the way I'm on my mind. Stay tuned for the Stray Bird.
Yeah, front country, everybody. Wow, that was so great, y'all. Thanks for being back. Front country, Jeremy, thank you. It's great. Thanks so much. Thank you, Melody. It's awesome. It's great. It's wonderful. Well, Keith, it's that time of night.
Well.
You know, I get to stroll over here after I've had a nice meal at Puckett's.
Yeah, very
up
nice.
there. I'll tell you what, how many of you haven't eaten yet tonight? Well, get over there to Puckett's then and get yourself
I like
something.
that
You know,
shirt.
Keith, I've said
like
this
that
several times.
I like that shirt.
Hearing the thing about the nothing burger.
That's not a nothing shirt. I like that shirt a lot.
you.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm...
But how come those buttons at the top are different colored than the rest of the buttons? What's the deal with that?
Keith, the difference between a nothing burger and a something burger is when you go up there to Puckett's, you're just going to get a great meal all around. Oh, and thank you for your compliment on the shirt.
I like that.
Keith, your eyes look so nice tonight. I don't think I've never noticed them before. Must be the
Hey, you're scaring
extra
me now.
riboflavin or something I have in my diet. But I'm
I'm on a
noticing
new
new
supplement,
things.
yes.
Maybe it's because it's spring. Anyway, it's good to
that's
see
it.
you.
We missed you last week.
I missed y'all too.
Almost. Congratulations to Puckett's on their new location in Murfreesboro. They're on a mission to spread that Southern comfort food all across the state of Tennessee. Find Puckett's locations in Nashville, Franklin, Columbia, Chattanooga, and now in Murfreesboro. More information can be found at puckettsgro.com. You know, you don't buy a diamond every day, but when that special time comes, just remember you've got good friends in the diamond business who just happen to have a product on the cutting edge of the diamond industry. Go to the web at star129.com to learn why and how the Star 129 was created to literally outshine ordinary diamonds. Take a look at those before and after photos of diamonds that were recut into Star 129s. Absolutely stunning. Now, here in Nashville, the Star 129 is available exclusively at Forster's Diamond Outlet. If you're in the Hickory Hollow neighborhood, stop by and see a live comparison. You will not believe your eyes. And if you're not in Nashville, you can find a list of Star 129 dealers all around the country at star129.com. We'd like to thank our broadcast partners, WMOT 89.5, and you will notice just to my left there's a table set up. We are a listener-supported radio station, and if you'd like to join up and be a donor, we've got some nice little premiums over there, so go by and see them before you leave tonight. Sign up. You can be a sustaining member. You can give a one-time donation. We just appreciate your support very much. And now over to the chat room. Oh, my goodness, there's trouble over there. Trouble brewing.
I have more fun with this guy, even though he is a Cardinals fan. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Sam Bush. Yeah! Oh, hi, everybody. Control yourselves. He's very, very, yeah, you know how he is. Great to see you, and happy birthday, Mr. Sam Bush. Recently turned 65 years old. Yes!
Yes.
Proud of you.
And as birthdays go, it was the most recent.
Yeah.
Hey,
And it comes with the most memberships and the most discounts and all kinds of great stuff, right?
all kinds of discounts. Del McCurry says if I'm patient, I'll get an airline discount in 5 years. So.
Well, we're just so happy to have you back, man. And besides the Story Man album, which I want to mention from last year, you mentioned to me before the show that you're literally in rehearsals to head to the Ryman Auditorium next week to play a reunion of Emmylou Harris and the Hot Band and this awesome, inspirational, and influential album, Emmylou Harris Live at the Ryman.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we've been rehearsal for 2 days. Actually, it's Emmylou and the Nash Ramblers.
I'm sorry. God,
yeah.
I get the Hot Band and the Nash Ramblers confused all the time.
She had a lot of great bands over the
Yes.
years, and especially all those hot band configurations.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
And then in 1990, Emmylou decided she wanted to sing in a quieter atmosphere, so she assembled the what became the Nash Ramblers. John Randall Stewart, Larry Atamanyuk. Our original bass player was Roy Husky Jr. And Al Perkins on the dobro. And so Tuesday night, good old Byron House will be on the bass with us. So it's been the last 2 days we've been in rehearsal for this, and it just keeps a smile on my face because it's great to be back around. It's just the five of us, and and the six of us, and we were kind of an acoustic. Although we have bluegrass instruments, and some people might have called us a bluegrass group, we always felt like that it was a prime example of acoustic country music.
Right, absolutely. Is it an anniversary of the release of the record in particular, or how did this come about?
I think we're actually there in relation for the anniversary of the Ryman.
Okay, great. Right. Now, when that album was recorded, the Ryman was not generally open for business. It was pre-renovation. It was in really rough shape. What are your memories of that night? Because that show and that album are credited with helping really stir the pot to get the Ryman renovated.
Well, when we first started talking about, we had been on the Emmylou had the band for a year, and when we first started discussing, she wanted to make a live record. We wrote, yeah, let's do it. And she said, I think I'd like to do it at the Ryman. And I piped up, I said, if I'm not mistaken, it might be condemned. And she said, great, we got to do it. We got to do it there. And so the way I recall, it was about 300. I think 300 invited people came to the show. We did it 3 nights in a row. So it was for TV tapings, and each night one of the highlights would be. Emmy was buck dancing a lot back then, and they got Bill Monroe to come out and dance with her. And so we would play Scotland, one of Bill's tunes, and then they danced. So that happened 3 times, 3 nights in a row. And then the third night, I don't know if Bill worked himself into a frenzy. Apparently he had to get off stage and grab a glycerin pill quickly. He was especially excited that night.
Was that the first time you had ever played in the Ryman Auditorium, given that 73 it had been vacated? Had you ever played there before?
I had, as a kid, my dad and I made friends with Roy Acuff and the Smoky Mountain Boys, and so it was. I remember I was 16, so I guess it was somewhere in 1968, and we came down. My dad and I came down for a Friday night Opry, and we were standing on the side stage. Now, Mr. Acuff, when they weren't on the Grand Ole Opry stage, he loved his dressing room was a running fiddle jam session, just nothing but fiddling for hours. So we'd come down. Basically, we would just come down to jam in the dressing room, and with Roy's incredible fiddle player, Howdy Forrester, and. So I was just standing over on the side of the Ryman stage, and my dad comes up to me, and he had a fiddle and a bow, and he goes, Roy's putting you on next song. What do you want to play? So it's really it's good that I didn't know, because as it was, I was about so nervous I couldn't hold the bow.
Yeah.
So I had fortunately been on the stage of the Ryman just for a fiddle tune as a boy, Charlie Collins on guitar and me, and so.
Was the sound when you played with Emmylou, did that vibe and that feeling in the acoustics measure up, or in its state was it not really ready for?
No, very
was
much.
it great?
And we, in making our live record there, that's one of the things I really love about the sound of that record, that you can, I hear the sound of that room reverberating on the record.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's the first time I ever heard or was aware of the Ryman. I learned about the Ryman and its sensation, its vibration through that record, and many of us did. So it'll be fantastic to have this happen again.
I too think Miss Emmy Lou was pretty responsible for saving that room.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Storyman's still the current record. It's a wonderful project. The usual eclectic mix with the same guys that you'll be playing with tonight, basically.
We got it. Yeah, we got the boys here. Got Chris Brown on drums, Todd Parks on bass, Stephen Mogen with his guitar, and Scott Vestal with the 5-string banjo.
One of the tightest units in the business, and we're looking forward to it so much. Sam Bush, everybody. Thanks a lot for being here, everybody.
Thanks, Craig.
Off and running. Stage left. Allie Sutton, you have some company with you tonight.
I do.
Good evening, Allie.
It is time for a word from our very fine sponsor, Vietti Chili. Well, I packed up my tackle and I loaded the truck. I headed out for the lake. I figured I'd try my luck, but I sat there for hours and not a tug on the line. But I packed Vietti, so I'll be eating just fine. Chili by the fireside, the dinner was saved. Now there ain't nothing better out on the road or any day. So next time you go fishing, have a good backup plan. Don't forget the Vietti, it comes in a can. Thank you so much. Now we're going to get back to the show, Mr. Jim Lauderdale.
Thank you, Allie Sutton. Hey, let's sing happy birthday to Allie right now. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Allie. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
We love you, Allie. Well, folks, I suppose I could say this about any artist here tonight, but it's been such a blast hearing this band's songs on the radio over on WMOT 89.5 FM, because this Lancaster, Pennsylvania-born group is able to strike the perfect balance between substantive and catchy. Their fourth album, Magic Fire, is a gift that keeps on giving, and we've enjoyed them on the show over quite a few years. Please welcome back the Stray Birds.
Thank you.
right, well, we're going to get him to sing one of his songs that he wrote. Would you make him welcome? Living in Nashville, Tennessee. He's from Ephrata, Pennsylvania. That's Oliver Craven over there, y'all. Give it up.
Thank you.
Work my hands, work my hands till they're blistered, bloodied and damned. Walk my feet down the dirt roads, the alleys and the streets. Shine my light down the dark holes, the tunnels and the nights. You know my name, I feel you now. Can you reach me? Will you try? I cross his land, oh, the prairie, the jungle, and the sand. I dance these lines to the moonlight, the willow and the pine. I take my time with the white nights, the wonder and the wine. I dream of you and I in the by and by. Can you reach me? Will you try? I got heavy hands and a race to bear it. It's a foreign tale and I don't often share it. This hungry feeling still I wear. Yes, it's mine all the time. I'd rather not wait till the day we die. Can you reach me? Will you reach me? Can you reach me? Will you try? Thank you. Well, we do appreciate the support of WMOT. Thank you very much. We're going to do a bunch of songs today that we put on our record Magic Fire that they've been playing a little bit of. This is one called Third Day in a Row. things take a lifetime to learn, and so you make them up. Yeah, you got such a long way to go. No, you can't give up. You see yourself walking on the street, on the street. Walking on the street. Somebody is talking about the ways and the means. Talking ways and means. Put your hands in the pocket of your jeans. It's time for bed now. Close your eyes. Picture the birds up in the sky. There they go flying, high and free, without concern for you and me. It's probably alright, the things you did. No one was ever against your kid. It's the third day in a row you've seen the sun come up. Hey, some things take a lifetime to learn, and so you made them up. Yes, you've come such a long way, you know, and you can give up. Hey, it's the third day in a row you've seen the sun. Thank you very much. Please make it welcome back there playing the drums. That's Mr. Aaron Schaefer Hayes.
Missing pages, forgotten ages. The wise men tried to write the history of this town. Generations of destinations, time to rearrange your footprints on the ground. Life is radio, go on, change the station. The music is friend who left for good one day. This hometown's got no way of keeping anyone around. Life is a radio on. Change the station, the music is playing, even when you turn it down. Life is a radio on. Change the station, the music is playing, even when you turn it down. It's a radio, it's a radio, it's a radio, it's a radio, it's a Yeah, playing the bass, that's Mr. Charlie Minch. He's gonna sing one for you now. Give it up. How you doing, Franklin? Tell me, what was your name again? Where did you say you were coming from? And where will you go when tomorrow comes in the morning sun? Where is the place that you call home? Far
But we got one more for you here. Thanks for hanging out with us at Music City Roots. There's some amazing bands to come, and we're gonna do one more here from we keep talking about our latest record, Magic Fire. It's because we want you to buy it. We'll do one that she wrote. Would you make her welcome? She's living in Nashville, originally from Columbia, Pennsylvania. It's Maya DeVitri. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. This is so nice to sing this next song that I wrote with one of my very best friends. Her name is Lindsay Liu, and she's sitting right there, and we wrote it in Nashville, and it's just nice to sleep in my own bed tonight and hang out with all of you. I'm very happy right now. All the gold and silver too, shining in the distance, and all I wish to spend with you. Is it not time? Is it not time? Like hanging fruit upon the tree.
The Stray Birds, everybody. Yeah. Woo. The Stray Birds. Thank you so much. It was great. Wow. Thank you all so much. It was great. Wonderful. Thank you. Wow.
That's good, wasn't it?
That sure was.
I love that song about Sabrina. We play that a lot on the radio. Sabrina, got a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Gosh, Craig, now you've distracted me. I can't remember what I was coming out here
Doesn't take much,
ask
does
you
it?
about. But whatever it was, I know that whatever tumbles out of that golden larynx of yours is going to sound real good.
Golden larynx. That's a
So
new
let me
one.
leave you alone. Boy, your hands are so soft. I
You
don't know
are
if it's
scaring me, man.
because it's the extra fish oil I'm eating or what, but I mean, you are...
I'm running a fever.
Okay,
How about
let
that?
me-
Something
let me
very
let
contagious.
You let me let you go. and
Very
go ahead and-
contagious, yeah. You're listening to Roots Radio 89.5 WMOT, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Franklin, the pride of Middle Tennessee State. 100,000 watts of pure Americana. Pure Americana. I'll get that out in a minute. So happy to be live on the air with our partners at WMOT, part of MTSU's College of Media and Entertainment. If you'd like to be a partner with us, we've got a table set up over here. You can donate. We are listener supported, and we're working together to bring you all the great music from the artists that you've come to know and love. WMOT is proud to present Texas legend Shannon McNally on May 3rd at the City Winery in Nashville. Learn more at citywinery.com. MCR receives support from Acceptance Auto Insurance for our nationwide PBS television series, and also brings you the Acceptance Morning Ride with our very own John Walker. Boy, John leaves earlier and earlier. I think he's already gone tonight. Well, he's got to get up real early, be on the air from 6 to 9 a.m. on WMOT Roots Radio. Acceptance takes pride in delivering auto insurance, even to folks who've had some, let's say, challenges with their auto insurance, based right here and doing business across the country. Wherever your song takes you, Acceptance has you covered. Learn more at acceptance.com. Your terms accepted. You know, Craig, I come in and take over for John at 9 o'clock, and boy, I come in some morning, especially after a night at Music City Roots, and he's just tapped out, you know. And you know, he snores really loud.
Does he really?
One morning I'm going to hit the mic
on the
switch
air?
while he's snoring, yeah.
On the air?
No, not on the air.
Okay,
Haven't
well,
caught him yet, but I'm
that'll
going
be a
to.
moment when that happens.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to
Payback
sit
will
in
be
for you
rough.
on Monday morning. You're
That's right.
off next week?
I'm off next week.
Well, I hope you have a good time wherever the...
Going to Branson with Larry's Country Diner. Going to have a good time.
Got it. Have a ball.
You bet.
Keith Bilbrey, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, we're going to double up here. We're going to have two artists from two different bands. Absolutely tremendous. Maya DeVitri, you just heard from the Stray Birds. Please make her welcome.
Thank you.
And the wonderful Melody Walker from Fun Country.
Hello.
I hope I've gotten my one fact for the night completely wrong on the air, and I hope I have that out of my system. You guys friends before just this minute here? Do y'all know each other? Kind of.
Yeah, we know each other.
You hang out, make music, jam a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a kind of similarities in what y'all do. String band instruments, no boundaries, no rules. Both moved from other places, is set up in another part of the country, moved to Nashville, and roughly the same number of years under your belt as bands, I'd think. There the similarities end, I think, though. Maya, since you've got the mic, what I'm struck with here is that y'all are rocking out a lot harder than you were when you were first formed. Is that fair to say?
That is totally fair.
Talk about that journey.
Well, when we started playing music together, it was actually in the middle school orchestra, and that was me and Charlie
Not rocking
on
out.
bass. No, we were playing like Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff, soundtracks. And then Charlie and Oliver made a bluegrass band together after high school, and then when we all met, there was some really good harmony singing that happened.
Great.
And someone literally gave us a microphone that was a large diaphragm condenser mic, and we all got around it, and we could suddenly amplify ourselves to a room of people. And so we did that for a couple years and traveled all over the country and played in a really similar style to what we love to do anyway at bluegrass and old time festivals, where we're just right next to each other and we can hear the harmonies in the air and amplify it before it goes into an individual mic.
Great.
And yeah, lately we made a record, Magic Fire, that was produced by Larry Campbell, who worked with Levon Helm in the last kind of decade of Levon's artistic career. And yeah, I mean, we've got so many influences and so many inspirations that rock out. So
if you connect,
whatever.
So if the fates connect you with Larry Campbell and you get up there in his world and he's in your world, you're ready to hear ideas and to sort of play something new for him. Is that how it kind of feels?
Yeah, as we were putting the songs together and thinking about recording with drums for the first time, Larry was also kind of coaching us to say, don't limit your imagination. You can. It's the songs for us are the essence and are the core of everything this band does, and then the harmony singing too. So to make a good song together and then to sing it well together is what we keep trying to do, and that's. I think the way the stage looks is a little different, and we've got a little more elbow room, which is really nice.
Okay.
And we've got drummers on tour, and that's so fun.
Nice.
And
now in your encapsulation of where you came from, you skipped over a really important part, which was to say from, being in Pennsylvania and then you went on the road for a bunch of years. What, for you personally, mentally shifted or clicked that said, this is a life I want to pursue, we're going to go make roots music for the people, and that's what I'm going to commit myself to?
I mean, I wanted to travel first. That was like the first thing that I wanted to do. And then I realized that I wanted to be a journalist and travel around, work for National Geographic. And but then music also worked to be able to travel.
Okay.
And so it's,
A ticket to ride.
Yeah.
Awesome. Melanie, you mentioned that you moved from the Bay Area to Nashville. What's the transition been like? What's the set of influences in the Bay Area? Great bluegrass and old time and string band legacies out there, but of course Nashville is Nashville. Did the leap shift anything or introduce you to a new set of ways of thinking, or what?
I think it might be too soon to tell. We just kind of moved a few months ago, but I think what's been drawing us here for a long time is just the fact that all of our favorite bands live here, like the Straybirds and Lindsay Lou and the Flatbellies and all these bands that we just look up to and feel like we're all sort of doing this roots pop kind of thing where it's no boundaries, string band music, or maybe it moves beyond string band, and that's okay too. Yep. And we just kind of wanted to be in the mix with everything here, and it's a lot cheaper to live in Nashville too.
So they say. You've embraced that pop craftsmanship and the roots pop term in this record, and talked about it on NPR in a wonderful feature, and you can hear it in the way the songs are kind of constructed. Some really tight, intricate stuff in some places. Some Beach Boys, some Beatles influences there. I think that's what I hear. That's just subjective, man. But what shifted that made you think, if we say the word pop and embrace it, maybe we'll project something different, we'll feel different about ourselves?
I just think it's the fact of the matter, most music out there that's not straight up old time music or traditional bluegrass has pop elements, and it's part of this journey of popular music, American popular music. So I just think that we all grew up listening to pop and rock, and it's a part of us, know.
That's the inevitable music in all of our lives. That's the common denominator that we just can't shake. If you grow up in America, that's going to get in. Talk about Merlefest and maybe say a few words about Dr. Merle or about the spirit of this incredible festival. I spent years as a young person going there year in, year out, learning what this whole musical world was about, and I was so thrilled to learn, kind of in retrospect, how eclectic it was, that it was not a purist festival.
I went to Merlefest for the first time when I was 14, and I went with, and I didn't go back until I was playing, and it was so inspiring to me. And my favorite part of the festival was going to see the workshops that were inside, and the artists would kind of talk about what they were doing, and it made it so. I don't know if it made it less mysterious or more mysterious, but it was just so great. Like I remember like Luke Bulla and Sarah Watkins and people who were like in some of my favorite bands and in my favorite projects at the time were just playing together, and I loved when they did stuff that they didn't plan to do. Yeah. And I also loved going around to all the different stages and it was I'd never been to like a musical gathering of that size. It's massive. Yep. And yeah, it was so inspiring, and it wasn't until later that I grew up listening to Doc Watson and like knowing his music, but I didn't. When I actually like learned about the story and why they had Merle Fest and about like the family's accident and Merle and everything, I felt like I was really late to the game and knowing, and it made it an even other level of, I don't know, just people gathering to
absolutely well
keep playing.
Melody, last word, and we'll get out of here.
The thing I love about Merle Fest is just the community, you know? Like, I don't know that I really believe in genres, like we were just talking about genres, but there's these, like, communities around certain festivals around the country that do this sort of roots and beyond sort of thing. And I think it's just really special. You can see people interact and do these Merle Fest moments where, you know, people sit in with other artists, and we just feel really honored to be able to participate in that community and that tradition of just, you know, this thing that we're creating here. It's like folk music process, you know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's as much about process and about connection as anything else. And hey, I was there for a decade before anybody pointed out that there was no beer, and I was like, hey, gosh, you're right. I hadn't even noticed. It's that fun. It's that fun, folks. So thanks for joining us on stage and here in the chat room. And we love your music, both of y'all. And we'll see you again. Cool. Melody, Maya, Stray Birds, and Front Country. Watch for them. Awesome albums over there, folks, to pick up. And our friends from WMOT want to meet you over there in the corner. So as you're milling around, go ask them questions about this great radio station, because that's where we're on the air, 89.5.
Well, folks, what a band we've got coming up here right now. I'm telling you something. Every member brings a variety of strengths to the whole, including its leader. He's an acclaimed songwriter, guitar picker, and singer. He's a broadcaster and writer who's brought abundant insight and humor and class to bluegrass music. The new project is titled Made to Move, and they'll move you. Put your hands together for Chris Jones and the Night Drivers.
Can't believe I've been this long away. Meet the wide prairie sky on the north wind I will fly. Counting down till I see Range Road 53. Was a gamble, straight beyond the river to roam, but I couldn't fight the urge to ramble. Now I long to breathe the air of home. Beneath the wide prairie sky on the north wind I will fly. Counting down till I see Range Road 53. I can feel the breeze and the poplars this time. Count down till I see Range Road 53, Range Road 53. Sometimes you gotta face the west to watch the sun sink low. Sometimes you just relax your grip and finally let her go. I stood frozen still leaving, she'd always be the one. With each step the other way, I'm slowly walking on. Her face still brings a bittersweet reminder that's no longer what it's all about. The morning sun is streaming through my window, but I'm learning to live with living without. Tender hands had a hold so strong, and I dug deep and found the power just to move along. I spent all those countless hours mired in the past. I'm ready now to raise the flag, flying at half-mast. Her face still brings a bittersweet reminder that's no longer what it's all about. The morning sun is streaming through my window, and I'm learning to live with living without. Still brings a bittersweet reminder that's no longer what it's all about. The morning sun is streaming through my window, and I'm learning to live with living without. Thank you all so much. It is such a pleasure to be back at Music City Roots, our first time in a long time, and we're glad to be anywhere where Jim Lauderdale is always. And yeah, that's we did a couple of originals there for you. Now we'll do an unoriginal. Actually, this is a really old song, and what we've got here, and according to the bass player, is, and you may be hearing this for the first time, a medley of one song.
One song medley.
It's a trend. You heard it here first. And you're going to recognize at least some of this. This is a thing called Dark Hollow. I'd rather be in some dark holler where the sun don't ever shine, but for you to be some other man's darling. When you ain't no longer mine. I'm a slave, I'm dreaming about you. When I'm awake, I have no rest. Every moment seems like an hour. All the pain soaks through my breast. Some dark hour where the sun don't ever shine, than to be home alone, knowing that you're gone. That would cause me to lose my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, carry me far on down the track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. I'd rather be in some dark holler where the sun don't ever shine, than to be in this big city in a small room with you on my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, carry me far on down the track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. Rather be in some dark holler where the sun don't ever shine, than for you to be some other man's darling. When you ain't no longer mine. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I want to introduce the band to you here, and we'll start off with the guy over here on the left-hand side of the stage. Now, for our radio audience, he could be on any side of the stage, really, but you can vouch for the fact that he's over here. And comes originally from Munich, Germany, now makes his home in Carbondale, Illinois. Mark Stoffel.
Thank you very much. 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 Thank you very much.
Thank you.
With the bass fiddle, he's the guy who's been around here the longest and now celebrating his 15th year as a night driver. I've enjoyed every golden minute except one. There was that 1 minute in 19...
Just can't get over that 1 minute.
Wonderful bass player, award-winning songwriter. Nice hand for John Weisberger. And with the banjo, she's our newest member. We're so proud of her. We love what she does, and she's been with us for a year or so. From Winchester, Virginia, this is Gina Close. I'm not going to do too much talking tonight. We're just going to try and get as much music in as we can. So instead, we're just going to have some awkward silence. It's a specialty. We'll do one that John and I wrote together, and this is track number 1 on our new album. A little thing called All the Ways I'm Gone.
Gone like a long freight train rumbling through the night. Gone like a big jet plane trailing out of sight. Gone just like yesterday's news. Gone like a distant pier as it fades into the grave. Gone like the last old tear I've finally brushed away. Gone like those gone and left me blue. Keep on treating me the way you do it. You won't see my face around too long. Then each night when you toss a turn, you can count all the ways I'm gone. Sheffield Avenue, gone like the seventh sun in a muddy water's blues, gone just like poor Monroe's shoes. Just keep on treating me the way you do it. You won't see my face around too long. Then each night when you toss a turn, you can count all the ways I'm gone. Announcement for our live audience here. Instead, we won't. We got stuff. It's there. That's the highly condensed version. That was that. Now here's this. We got a very special guest who recorded with us on the new album, and we used to play together one time, and we love what this guy does. He's a founding member and a current member of the infamous String Dusters. Nice hand for Jeremy Garrett. Hey. We're so happy to have Jeremy play on this one, and this has done really well for us. Been number 1 a few times on the bluegrass charts, and it was written by John, and the songwriter is here tonight, Charlie Steffel, and
So glad to see you, Charlie, and Tom Utes, who couldn't be here tonight, but they played this demo for me. I just fell in love with the song. It's the one called I'm a Wanderer. Funny how it all fell into place. You see the journey in the lines upon my face. No way to think that there's no master plan. When I look at where I started out and then at where I am, I'm a wanderer, I'm a pilgrim. I was made to move to the beat of my own drum. On my way to God's great kingdom. Grateful for the road ahead, grateful for the miles that I've come. And everyone I met along the way, and every place I rested at the end of every day, I've always found some grace to lean upon, a word to give me comfort or a sign to lead me on. 'Cause I'm a wanderer, I'm a pilgrim. I was made to move to the beat of my own drum. On my way to God's great kingdom. Grateful for the road ahead, grateful for the miles that I've come. Where'd I meet my maker one fine day? All I'll have to offer, the one thing I can say, is that I had to see round every bend. I had to keep on going till I reached the highway's end. 'Cause I'm a wanderer, I'm a pilgrim. I was made to move to the beat of my own drum. On my way to God's great kingdom. Grateful for the road ahead, grateful for the miles that I've come. Grateful for the road ahead, grateful for the miles that I've come. That I have come. Charlie Weisberger, Charlie Steffel, Tom Utes, thank you. Do another one for you and make way for the Sam Bush Band. This is going to be a great way to top out this evening. Wonderful music. Stray Birds and Front Country. It's been so good to hear them. We're all performing at Merle Fest, as you've heard. There's a helicopter waiting at the back. We're all going to cram in, and it'll take us to Wilkesboro with a quick stop in Knoxville for gas. So, thank you for being here. Thanks so much to Music City Roots. And we'll leave you with a little train song that we used to do at Jeremy on a regular basis, and I've recorded not too long ago. Well, the thing called Tonight I'm Gonna Ride. Even on the coldest night, my window's open wide, so I can hear the Cino when she rattles by. 7 years, paid my dues in this heartless town. I know they'll never miss me when I'm not around. Every night I've had that train running through my mind. Soon I'll know just where it goes. Tonight I'm gonna ride. Now it's in the shoulder pack. It's safe enough for me to know never coming back. Can't wait to feel that diesel powering wind upon my face. Underneath the moon sky, I'll plan for better days. Every night I feel that train right through my mind. Soon I'll know just where it goes. Tonight I'm gonna ride. Gina Close. Every night I hear that train burn through my mind. Soon I'll know just where it goes. Tonight I'm gonna ride. Every night I hear that train running through my mind. Soon I'll know just where it goes. Tonight I'm gonna ride. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chris.
Chris Jones and the Night Drivers. Thank you. It's wonderful. Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'll tell you what, I've known Chris for a long time, and he is just so great. I really love that guy. Well, Keith, without any further ado...
So did you lose some buttons and couldn't find something to match? Is that what the deal was?
Keith, we got to keep things rolling along.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'd love to hear?
What?
It's one of those old-fashioned radio announcements.
Oh, okay.
Or does that come later?
That's already been, Jim. You missed it.
Well... Keith Bilbrey, everybody.
Right,
Let's hear it for
thank
Keith.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Music City Roots receives support from this broadcast from businesses that are leaders in our community. Now take it, for example, Ascend Federal Credit Union, the preferred credit union of MTSU Athletics. Ascend offers convenient online account access, bill payment, and statements with an app to access your accounts on the go. Visit ascendfcu.org to register for e-services from Ascend. Ascend Federal Credit Union, raising possibilities. Ascend is federally insured by the NCUA and membership is limited. Kind of like the Craig Havockhurst fan club. I'm such a fan of Craig, and I wish he was in the chat room right now to talk to us. But apparently not. Maybe if I talk real slow. There's Sam Bush. Hey, Sam Bush. Anybody seen Craig? Oh, there he is. Hey, remember the night you hosted the show, Sam? We had a good time, didn't we? Yeah.
You did.
Well, okay.
He did a great job.
You did a great job. Here's Craig Havockhurst.
Thanks, Keith Bilbrey. Well, Chris Jones was just spent from that set. Just absolutely spent. He was at the vapors back there. Found him on the fainting couch.
I was in the hot tub, but I quickly redressed.
Thank you. 6 more minutes, you can get right on back in there, in the training
great.
room. Chris Jones, everybody, one more time. For the tall baritone, from right here in, well, Franklin. You still living? When I first met you, you lived in Franklin. Do you still live in Franklin?
Well, not really. I actually
Okay.
live in northern Alberta. So it's a little bit of a further
No, you
trek to
don't.
the factory. This is true. I check in here a lot. Our band is still based here, but my primary home is in the northern part of the province of Alberta in Canada. I'm not making this up.
I'm watching for the tell. You're a satirist. This man, I'm not going to. I don't know.
Would I make that up? It's not that good a joke.
Why'd you go there? What? Give me the-
My wife is from that part of the world, and she went back for various reasons, and including she's a musician and a singer too, but she got a really good teaching job at the college level, and I'm able to, it's a little more travel for me,
I guess.
but I can kind of be based anywhere, and that goes for the radio stuff.
So
I
when
do.
folks tell me that you kind of phone it in on the radio, you literally are phoning it in.
Pretty much, and what I can't phone in, I send via dog sled.
Sweet. Talk about the broadcasting. I take it that music and performing came before broadcasting in your life, but maybe I'm wrong. Did you have any history with radio before you got going on stage?
They almost started simultaneously. I did a show on a college radio station up in Vermont around the same time that I was starting to get paid for gigs. And the radio thing was just a lot more sporadic. I was devoted to music and worked it in when I could.
Right.
Actually, worked a radio station here in Franklin, Tennessee, AM 950. WAKM, and that was great training ground, and so I've just always worked it in here and there.
Tell folks about Bluegrass Junction if they don't know. I mean, I imagine we have an audience, a few folks who are big fans, and a lot of folks who really, maybe haven't thought about satellite radio in a while. But just give us a take on this incredible operation you guys have.
Well, this is when satellite radio got started around 2001. I got hired somewhat out of the blue to be one of the hosts on there, but they were going to have a fully devoted channel to bluegrass music. It's the first time this has ever been available, where everybody around the whole continent of North America could hear bluegrass music so many hours in the day they'd get sick of it, and so that was our goal. No, but that's how that happened, and that's been going ever since. And the audience is growing. Then the Sirius and XM merged, and the rest is history. But it was arranged in such a way that I could do it and be playing on the road at the same time by doing it from remote. And so I'd never been able to do radio and music simultaneously before.
Now you can, right? And when they write the story of these decades of satellite radio at the Bluegrass station, what's the scandalous bit that will get into the books? What do we not know yet that we need to know about the behind the scenes of Kyle Cantrell's devious operation?
Well, this will all probably come out with WikiLeaks within the next year,
Yeah.
but and I don't know much, honestly, myself, no. No, I'm very fortunate to work with Kyle Cantrell, who's a wonderful radio
legend.
person who I used to listen to on WSM doing the classics show there, and so that's been a treat for me.
Awesome. The most recent album is Made to Move. Did some songs off it there, and talk about where you are. Sort of when you're a bluegrass band and you're in, and you all are a fairly center, just slightly left of center bluegrass band. Take some chances, but you love the tradition. So really, each new record kind of comes with approaching a new batch of songs more than a new remaking of your whole musical vision, right?
I think the new album, the most significant thing for us was the addition of Gina Close, who's been just musically a wonderful asset. And then John and I we started co-writing songs several years ago, and we're doing more and more of it. So this album represents more co-written songs with us than ever. Other than that, I think our changes are gradual, and that's natural. We kind of do what feels right at the time. I will say that the group of musicians that I've got, I've never enjoyed playing bluegrass music more than I do today, and
Nice.
and that's. I'm just so thankful for that, and you can play it for years and years, and never be able to say that or say, well, I really enjoyed it back in 1992, but I'm just really enjoying it right now.
Well, adding Gina is a big change because every banjo player has their own distinctive style. And I'll bet that was something else to kind of discover what the band's going to sound like with a new voice on that instrument.
Absolutely. And for us, we had been relatively stable, hadn't had personnel change in almost a decade. So that was good. And sometimes that's a good thing to get you out of your comfort zone. And so it's been a great experience. And of course, we all work together anyway. So any new addition just means that the group as a whole is going to be operating a little differently musically. And so we go in slightly different directions.
Mm-hmm. You used the word stable to describe Ned Lubrecki, and I'll never let you get over that. That's just the last word that comes to mind.
It had to happen in the same sentence.
Great. Well, have fun at Merlefest and on the road all summer long. Chris Jones and the Night Drivers. Find him at a fine venue near you. Great to see you and hear you again, sir. It's a fine album. Well, we got a treat for the final set here.
It was a great set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got, Jim Lauderdale?
Well, we say it every time he comes over here, and he can't come over here enough. But Music City Roots is never more itself when this artist and his band are on stage. And I know I speak from experience. I am never more me, Jim Loudermilk, when this guy and his band are on the stage. I'm telling you. But tradition and innovation live side by side in him. He's been one of the most exciting and dynamic musicians in American music since the 1970s. Folks, please welcome back our great pals, the Sam Bush Band.
overwhelmed. Don't be somebody else's fool. You gotta play by your own rules. Thank you very much. Thank you. In my hurry, I can't ever seem to get nowhere. But when I play it out, I close my eyes and I am halfway there. All I carry is this remedy to see you again. So I'm sending out this signal that I'm traveling to you as fast as I can. To the crowded station gate, I mark the Sundays just to make it through. Another window in this terminal way. There ain't no easy way to pay these dues, save for these transcendental meditation blues. Don't worry, the old black man beside me's got a smile on his face. And though I'm weary now, I know that this old Greyhound bus has seen better days. Damn this Dixie highway run, old dead dog in these thrift store shoes. $1 short and the same old song. There ain't no easy way to pay these dues, so I sing these transcendental meditation blues. Miles to go and mountains to move. Bending light for my only one, through the brambles and the broken avenues, for these transcendental meditations. Good evening, music lovers. And those of you here at the factory, and those out listening on your radio in your car, if you're
listening to us or watching online, welcome to Music City Roots. And we're the Sam Bush Band. Our portion, we're not sure who we're brought to you by tonight. But we do want to tell you, you are listening to On the Bass from Cleveland, Tennessee. This is Todd Parks on the bass and vocals. Chris Brown and his drums of renown. Our guitar player and singer, Mojo. This is Stephen Mojan. And the man with the 5-string banjo that just lays it on you every time he straps it on, and he's fixing to do it again. This is Scott Vestal. We're doing tunes off of a most recent CD called Story Man tonight, and this one is one that actually on the very first song, Stephen Mojan and I wrote that one called Play By Your Own Rules. Now we'll do one written by Scott Vestal and me. This one is called Greenbrier. Thank you very much. Stephen Mojan on the guitar, Scott Vestal with the 5-string banjo. It's a tune off, well, they're all off the Story Man record, but this one, John Randall Stewart and I wrote this one, and is about my parents' love of music. Specifically, my dad's love of fiddle music, fiddle tunes, and any kind of fiddle music. He was in on it. And we want to dedicate this song to Keith Bilbrey tonight because he was a good friend of my dad. And so this one's for you, Keith. Well, my daddy loved that farm. He damn near worked us all to death. He loved a fiddle tune. He played them to his dying breath. My mama was a saint. Lord, she left this earth too soon. If there's a heaven up above, they're dancing to a fiddle tune. Bowling Green, Bowling Green. There's nothing left in those foothills but lonesome melodies. You can have my years, but you can't have their memories. I'll see you in my dreams, Bowling Green. We'd often plow tobacco in the hottest part of June. We come in for dinner, then he'd play a tune or two. He loved us all, the Wagner, the one from Tennessee. A little soldier's joy, he called it payday in the army. Bowling Green, Bowling Green. There's nothing left in those foothills but lonesome melodies. You can have my years, but you can't have their memories. I'll see you in my dreams, Bowling Green. Tune in the Opry, gather round that old Phil Cole. We listen to Tommy Jackson scourge that hair right off that bowl. Now those days are over, but the thoughts come back to me of a simple life down on the farm outside the Bowling Green. Bowling Green, Bowling Green. There's nothing left in those foothills but lonesome melodies. You can have my years, but you can't have their memories. I'll see you in my dreams, Bowling Green, Bowling Green. Well, there's nothing left in those foothills but lonesome melodies. You can have my years, but you can't have their memories. I'll see you in my dreams, Bowling Green. Thank you so much. It is our pleasure to be part of this program tonight. Here's one more we'll jam on a little bit. And basically, this is just about the love of jamming. This is called I Just Want to Feel Something.
just want to feel something. Let's make the music right. I just want to feel something. Lay down the rhythm tight. You play the downbeat, I'll play the back. Long as we're together, we're on the right track. I just want to feel something before I get too old. I just want to feel something to satisfy my soul. You sing the high part, I'll sing the low. Long as we're together, and no matter where we go, I just want to feel something. Just want to feel something. Don't you want to feel it too? I just want to feel something. I want to feel it with you. There's love all around us. Don't you know it's me? Now that we're in the groove, that's the way it's supposed to be. I just want to feel something. I want to feel it tonight. I just want to feel something. I want to feel it till it's right.
you very much. Todd Parks, Chris Brown, Stephen Mogen, Scott Vestal. Thank you.
The Sam Bush Band, everybody. Yeah. Woo! The Sam Bush Band.
We love you, Sam.
Mighty fine. Yeah.
We love you, Sam. Thanks a lot, man. They're on their feet in the factory in Franklin. Big time. Hey, we're going to have a big old jam up here in a second. Let's get everybody back on up here. Kids are going. So, folks, thanks for being here tonight. Thanks for being a part of this great Merlefest show. Safe travels to all our artists as you head on over the mountain. Before I say thanks to everybody, let me tell you that we have been listening. You have been listening on your radios out there across Middle Tennessee to 89.5 WMOT, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Franklin. We're proud to be partners with WMOT. Please check out the radio station as you drive around. Roots Americana 24/7 with our friends. Keith Bilbrey on the mornings at 9 a.m., except for next week. I think I'll take over on Monday morning. Going to get to sit around and talk with Ketch Secor of the Old Crow Medicine Show that morning. I feel pretty honored. Looking forward to it. Get my week started right. We have had a ball tonight with just some of the greatest string band talent in the world. Front Country, the Stray Birds, Chris Jones and the Night Drivers, and the Sam Bush Band. Yeah, folks. Cannot thank you guys enough for coming out, supporting this music, supporting it year-round. I know you all are music fans, and you'll be getting your tickets. If it's not Merlefest, then some other festival this summer. The season is just heating up. I just got on the phone yesterday with some friends about the Romp Festival up in Owensboro, Kentucky in June. Going to head up for that. It's going to be incredible. We have a little festival here every Wednesday night. As you know, the Blackstone Brewery lineup for next week includes a fella who's rather famous, with rather famous parents, and his wife was here just a few weeks ago. This is not a case of nepotism. This is a case of talent. John Carter Cash will be here next week.
Yes, sir.
So is classic roots rock and soul band, the Great American Taxi. Coulter Wall, some serious country songwriting, and he's Canadian, but that's okay. And finally, London indie artist Ala Nee, going to make her debut on Music City Roots. Don't know much about her yet. Look forward to looking her up. And hey, folks, join us tomorrow. I believe MOT is sponsoring, but either way, this is the show to be at. But Uncle Earl reunited, the amazing string band, Uncle Earl and I Draw Slow, friends of ours from Ireland, are playing for a Dublin band, really exceptional band. And that'll be a double bill at the City Winery. And sure, a bunch of us will be out there to hang out, and I know I'll be there. So, great night. Keith Bilbrey, how are you doing? It was pretty fun.
I'm doing great, man. I've just been enjoying this great music. Sam, just for you, buddy, we want to thank the Nashville Jam Company for sponsoring this final segment. I have in my hand the Nashville Jam Company's 3 Pepper Jelly. That will be good about 2 o'clock in the morning at Merlefest, I promise you. You're going to have the munchies, and that is going to really be good. You bet. These jams are all natural, made right here locally with love. Nashville Jam also available at your local grocer or specialty market. Please stand up and welcome our own Sweet Jam, our preserve, our jelly. Would you welcome once again Merle Lauderdale? Jim Lauderdale.
As long as he doesn't rub it all over you.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, Keith, thank you. That is the nicest,
sweetest.
Keith, while I'm figuring something else out up here, do me a favor, tell us a little bit about you.
In other words,
while I'm trying to
stretch.
get everybody situated.
In other words, stretch. I got you.
There's a lot of talented people out to find their ways to microphones up here.
I know,
it's
man.
It's a crowded stage, folks. So
we ought to have enough to go around. But anybody's welcome to mine that wants it. I mean, you want? Never ask a fiddler to take your microphone.
Maybe G-Grass can give us a little fiddle interlude over there on the podium microphone.
We want to, yeah. Sam, Charlie Bush is smiling down right now. Sam mentioned his dad. His dad was just one of the greatest people I have ever known. Always had a smile on his face. and a little bit of wisdom to impart. Some of it I can't share on stage, but he made Sam the man he is today, I guarantee you. Are you ready, Mr. Lauderdale?
Yes, sir. I sure am.
Okay, take it, Merle.
I thought you'd never ask. How are you folks doing? Wasn't this a great night? I want to thank all these amazing artists we've had up here. And thank y'all so much for being such a great audience and coming out here and supporting Music City Roots. And we'll see you next week. Now, here's one I love to hear the Sam Bush Band do, and thought this would be a good one for us to do together.
But there's a mountain, you know where I wanna go. Straight down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico, to Lake Charlevoix and the little Bessie girl I once knew. She told me just to come on by if there's anything she could do. Up on Cripple Creek, she says me if I sprain a leak. She defends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a trucker's dream if I ever did see one.
Well, just stung me to the racetrack, gotta go. She bet on one horse to win, and I bet on the other to show. The offer in my favor, I had a 5-to-1. When that naked wind came around the track, sure enough, she had won.
Up on Cripple Creek, she says me if I sprain a leak. She defends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a trucker's dream if I ever did see one.
Just for a lap. Well, if there's one thing in the whole wide world that I sure would like to see, it's when that little girl of mine sticks a donut in my teeth.
Up on Cripple Creek, she says me if I sprain a leak. She defends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunken dream if I ever did see one.
Weekend, my babe was back on the shack. Spike Jones was on the bar. Said I can't stand the way he sings, but I love to hear him talk. That just made my heart throb to the bottom of my feet. And swore as I took another pull, best he can be beat.
Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She defends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunker's dream if I ever did see one.
Now there's a flood in California, and up north it's a freezing cold. And this living on the road is getting pretty old. So I guess I'll call my big mama, I tell her I'll be rolling in. But you know, deep down, I'm kinda tempted to go to see my Bessie again.
Up on Cripple Creek, she says me if I spring a leak. She defends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunken dream if I ever did see one. Well, let's go, like old Lee Van Der.
Thank you all so much. Thank you all. Be safe, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Oh, what a night! What a night! Music City Roots is a production of Hang Dye Media. The jam continues tonight at Kimbrough's Pick and Parlor in Franklin. Stop by for a nightcap, a snack, and bring your instruments. We're all going there now for a Blackstone beer and a song or two. I'm Keith Bilbrey from the edge of Music City. Good night, everybody.